This is One Fat Boy, and here are my NBA game predictions for March 19th of 2022. Tonight there is 4 games, and we'll be going over the spreads and over-unders for each of them. For Milwaukee at Minnesota, I'm leaning towards Minnesota plus 3.5. So always know that Minnesota is always going to give a lot of effort in their games, while Milwaukee is very unpredictable in if they cover spreads or not, while Minnesota is a little bit more consistent in that area, so I just have to lean towards Minnesota in that sense. Do I see Minnesota winning? Possibly. Like, should Milwaukee win this game? Yes, like they have very good talent on Milwaukee. They seem to always get a lot of calls. And Minnesota, they'll keep themselves in the game, but they're going to have to clamp down on defense or just score a lot more, and that goes the same for the Bucks. But I think overall, just how these two teams play defense are going to give up a lot of points, and they also can score a lot of points, hence why they tend to win their games. So hence I'm going over 243, as is the current spread. So it should be a high-scoring game, and I won't be surprised if this goes above 260, but 243 actually seems pretty reasonable for this game, because I really just expect way better offense than I do any type of defense, but I think Minnesota will just keep it close. For Dallas at Charlotte, I'll be going with Charlotte plus 1.5, and this is just mostly due to the fact that they are in a little bit of a win streak, and Dallas played last night in a somewhat close game, but I think Dallas is just going to be a little bit more spent than Charlotte. Charlotte just has to run the ball up and down and try and get easier shots, while Mavericks just have to try and play a slower pace, try and just control the tempo of the game. But if I'm Charlotte, I'd just be trying to run the ball, get as many points on the Mavericks as you can possibly. So if I see Charlotte just trying to do that method and just trying to get a lot of points on the board, I have to lean towards an over. So over 225.5. Because if Charlotte has any chance of winning, it's not going to be by their defense. It's going to be by their offense. But if you see Dallas winning, obviously just bet the opposite, just lean towards a better defensive effort. But I can see Dallas outscoring Charlotte, as Charlotte just gives up a lot of open looks. But I think Charlotte just being more well-rested, they should be able to sneak out with a win or stay within 1.5 points. For the Lakers at Washington, we go with Washington minus 1.5. So Lakers do not do well in back-to-backs, and after playing an overtime game last night, they should be pretty spent. So I think the Wizards have a huge advantage over the Lakers, and also Lakers have to travel to Washington, so another advantage towards the Wizards. So all the Wizards have to do is just play with more energy than the Lakers, and they should win. As there's a general trend, if you play with more energy, that means you generally grab more offensive rebounds, create more turnovers, just have more shots at the basket, and generally when you have more shots at the basket, more tend to go in. So that's why I'll be leaning towards the Wizards winning. I'll be leaning towards over 223.5, as the Wizards should be able to deal with the Lakers' defense no problem. And then I think the Lakers, the Wizards don't play the greatest defense, so Lakers should be able to score. And 223.5 for a Wizards Lakers game, it should go over. It should go over 215 for sure, but probably not over 234. So probably be in that range. Over 223 seems very reasonable for this game. For Detroit at Cleveland, be leaning towards Cleveland minus 7.5. So Detroit has been playing better, and with Cade Cunningham, it says day-to-day due to illness, but even if he does play, I think the 7.5 spread is a little too close for Detroit, so hence why I lean towards Cleveland. Cleveland should win. They shouldn't have a problem winning. They're playing at Cleveland. They just got to play some solid defense, and then that should give them the win. I will lean towards over 215.5, though, as Detroit's defense is not the best in the world. I think Cleveland's offense should be able to score pretty easily on Detroit, and generally, if you get off to an early lead, kind of win early on, you tend to kind of ease up on your offense or your defense. So Detroit will probably get easier baskets in the second half, make up for a low-scoring first half. So hence I'll be leaning towards over 215.5. Also, Detroit's been playing better on offense, same with Cleveland. So I think betting an over is more likely than a under. Thank you for watching. As always, bet responsibly and have fun watching sports. And thank you for watching.